gonna do today? We are gonna do these embossed mugs, and then we're gonna emboss maybe on a plate too. Let's see how long this takes. So I've been working on this project for a few years, and I started doing the heat embossing with stamps on picture frames, and I would use the glass and holding the glass and then trying to do it. I busted so many frames. I just couldn't decide if the glass had to get so hot to heat it and it would just crack in my hands and just break. So I did get one to work. And then when I started researching more, it talks about heat embossing, and people have probably done it forever on cards and on paper, on things like that, and it goes so fast. So when I did some research, I found that the thicker the item that you are embossing on, the longer you have to use the heat gun. So when I did the frames, the glass was so thin, it kept wanting to break. So I thought, okay, we're gonna try the mugs, see how this works, and it worked great. A couple tips and tricks we're gonna be showing you. But this is a fun project, so let's get started. So the first thing you're gonna need to do is find out what you wanna emboss on. I got these mugs, they're nice and tall and heavy, and I got them at the Dollar Tree. So they were $1, so I bought a dozen of them, and I thought, oh, how fun. So we're gonna emboss on this. The next thing you're gonna need is, I'm using Versamark, but a lot of times I use the Ranger embossing ink. You just want a watermark stamp pad, which is, it's clear. Mine doesn't look very clear because I use it so much and use gooey stuff on there, but it's kind of like a sticky pad. And we're gonna use our stamp and put that on there, and it's gonna give you a clear look, but our embossing powder will stick to that. And I really like this embossing powder. This is just a Ranger embossing powder, and it's a fine. I love using the fine better than just the regular embossing powder. It gives you a little more detail, and it looks like I've used it all. But what I do is I have these little containers, and I love to just pour them into containers, and then I usually have a little spoon, and I can just spoon them and pour it right back into here, and it makes it easier to use. And this is my fine black embossing powder. The next thing you don't have to have it. I had gotten this through Stampin' Up, but I think different companies sell it under different names, and it's called an embossing buddy. And what you're gonna do is, on whatever project you're gonna use it on, it's got this funky powder, but what I think it does is it takes some of the static away, because if you've ever embossed and you see all the extra little dots and pieces that don't come off, you can use a little brush and get them off, but this helps keep a lot of the static away if you put that on there first. So let's get our project stamped here. So I'm just gonna use my Versamark, and this is one of the IOD new stamps. And this is a fun moth that I really like. So I just wanna get this kind of nice and juicy. And another IOD stocked this. Her name is Valerie Beaks. She taught me this little trick. I saw it on one of her videos, and I absolutely loved it, because every time I tried to do it, it wants to slide on glass. So what she had done, and I'm stealing this idea from you, Valerie, is I put a piece of masking tape over the top. And then this is gonna seem kind of odd. Usually I would hold this in between my legs, but I'm just going to just hold it here so you can see, and you're gonna carefully commit to where you wanna put it and pull your tape back. Because usually at this point you're holding it and then it starts sliding. Now I can press down on every part of the stamp. This tip really was a lifesaver. Make sure we get every part on there really nice and neat. Hold on to it carefully. Release that, and let's get him off of here. So I'm gonna take my embossing powder with the spoon and definitely do it over some paper or something that you can pour back into your container. And then tap. Blow a little bit. Just get a little more. Sometimes it seems a little light, so you might add a little more on in certain areas. Now, if I still have one or two little spots, I just use a Q-tip or just a little brush to get the little excess off. Because if you have excess dots on here, when this cup heats up, it is going to emboss them on there. Now, like I said, it's gonna take a little bit longer for this to heat up to emboss. So we're just gonna get started here. And you wanna be about an inch away or so. Okay, so you want to make sure that all of it is shiny. And if you're not sure, go over it again a little bit more, because if it's dry, it will rub right off. And it looks, I can't tell, maybe in there, but nope, I think it is all shiny. Now you want to let your cup cool, because it will be very hot. Let's do a plate real quick, and I'm going to use my embossing buddy again, get some of the static off. Now you just have to be careful your stamp doesn't move, but it's not going rounded, so it makes it a tad bit easier. Once again, use your Versamark or your watermark stamp pad. Stamp your image. Commit to where you want it to go. And just press down carefully. Don't let it slide. And you'll know real quick if you did let it slide, because when you put your embossing powder on, it'll be everywhere. And I didn't find a good way, unless you try to get as much off by tapping it off. You just have to clean it all off and start over again. Okay, let's see how well we did. Same thing, put this on. Slide it around a little. I'm going to do it over this container, but over paper, so when I make a mess, it still goes over paper. Okay, so let's get heat embossing this guy. And I can tell I moved it a little, but it's still fun. The nice thing I said, if you do pieces up and you absolutely hate how they turn out, put it in your dishwasher, it comes off. So you want to let this cool too? And then I'll show you what we can do now. Now I've experimented with it. I can microwave it, I can hand wash it, and it's absolutely fine. But when I did run it through the dishwasher, most of it came off. So I probably would suggest not dishwashing it. Okay, so when your plate's done, look at all these cute little insects and bugs and butterflies. You guys could have a little bug party and matching cups and plates. So I'm using the IOD stamp, and it had just moths and dragonflies and butterflies and just fun insects and things in there. So that's what I did. On the plate, just a little FYI, I have clear glass plates, and you can get those at the dollar store. When you put it on top, you definitely would eat on that, and it brings it up and it almost magnifies it. So it even looks cooler. Can't you just see a cute little setting with all your little bugs? Or anything you want, anything else you want. I had this cute stamp with just paintbrushes and things, and I thought that was really cute. So now that you've got the concept down, make sure that when you are heat embossing it, and like I said, it takes a little longer, when you see it start to melt, then it goes quicker. but you've got to double check, and sometimes you hold it at its angle to make sure there are no dry spots. Let it cool. Do not put in the dishwasher, but it's microwavable safe and you can hand wash it. And if you had a fun party, you could do any stamps with any color of embossing ink that you want. And if you wanted to reuse them as something else, put them in the dishwasher and you just start over again. Whatever you do, have fun, and thanks guys.